let us discuss about the visual aid used for viewing the cell, microscope. As I have told you already, the cell is a tiny microscopic unit which cannot be seen with our naked eye. So we need an optical aid to see the magnified view of a cell and in order to study in detail about the cell. And that optical aid which is going to help us in viewing the cell is a microscope. And the microscopes are generally classified into two types. They are light microscope and compound microscope. And we have one more advanced form of microscope called electron microscope, and the microscope which we will be handling in our laboratory are compound microscope. And the term compound refers to microscope which has more than one lens, and the word microscope generally refers to micro means small and scope means to view. In this slide on the right side you can see a small picture where you have a silver pipe like structure on top of which you have a black nozzle like structure, and this is called as eyepiece, and this eyepiece is generally found on the head of the microscope, and this eyepiece is the place where the viewer will place his or her eyes in order to view the specimen slide. In the bottom of the slide on the left side you have another picture where you can see a black square shaped platform, and this square shaped platform is called as stage, and on the stage you can see two silver clips and they are called as stage clippers. And the purpose of the stage is it is only on the stage the specimen slides will be kept, and the purpose of the stage clipper is to hold the slides on a permanent fixed position. Whereas you can also see three silver nozzle like structures which are called as objectives, and there are 3 to 4 objectives in every compound microscope with different magnifying lenses. And this is the detailed label picture of a compound microscope, and in this picture you can see a revolving nose piece with the help of which you can select which objective you want to use in order to observe your specimen slide. And you can also see a part being labeled as illuminator, and this is going to provide the light to your specimen slide. And apart from that you can see two knobs. One is coarse adjustment knob which is used for making rough adjustments, and another is fine adjustment knob which will be used for making accurate adjustment. Now let us discuss about the first activity which we will be performing in class 9 biology, which is preparation and observation of temporary mount or slide of onion peel. And the procedure follows. We have to take a healthy onion bulb and we have to start peeling the onion skin layer by layer. Thinner the layer the better will be the observation. And once you have peeled the skin, with the help of forceps please transfer the onion peel to a watch glass and add 2 to 3 drops of water on the onion peel, and this is done in order to prevent the dehydration of onion peel. And after adding the water with the help of a thin brush, you can transfer the thinnest onion peel to the slide, and you can add 2 to 3 drops of saffron or iodine solution on the onion peel which is placed on the slide, and then cover it with the cover slip. And while you're covering it with the cover slip, make sure that there are no air bubbles between the slide and the cover slip, because if the air bubbles are being formed then it will be disturbing our observation. And once the cover slip has been placed, now our temporary slide is ready for observation, and when we observe it through the microscope we can see the observation as it is shown in the picture on the right side, that we will be able to see several number of compartment like structures of similar size and shape with a dark spot in between each compartments. And from the observation we can conclude that all the cells are similar, which means that entire onion bulb is made out of same type of cell. Then does it mean that entire onion plant is made out of same type of cell? No, that is not the answer, because onion bulb has a different function compared to the leaf and the roots of the onion plants. So based upon the function what the part is going to perform, the cell will also vary in size and shape. And this is not in the case of only plants, this applies even to animals. For example, in your earlier classes you could have learnt about blood, which is the liquid part of the human body, and we know that blood is generally made up of 3 types of blood cells: RBCs, WBCs and blood platelets. Apart from that we also have the liquid part which is plasma. And we have also learned that RBC is different in size and shape compared to your WBC and blood platelets, and the vice versa. And this is because your red blood cells perform different function compared to your white blood cells and blood platelets, and hence based upon the function what the organ is going to perform, the type of the cell that makes up the organ will also vary. To put it in a nutshell, based upon the function they perform, the shape and size and the type of the cells will vary.